Guys, I'm in such a happy mood today, and the reason is Starmer is off to see Trump today. This is gonna be the most hilarious meeting. The weakest jellyfish loser woke freak is going to see Trump, the most toughest president ever. Now, what has he said? Number one on his agenda is, let me see, cooperation with America, trade deal. Maybe talk about the Chagos Islands. No. Ukraine, again, British Prime Minister not talking about British interests, talk about Ukraine. What the hell? You've got probably 2 hours to speak to the most powerful man in the world. And what are you going to talk about? Ukraine. I mean, this guy is such a sellout. I hope Trump eviscerates him. I really do. That's my dream. I don't think he will. I think he'll just be cordial. He'll just be like, 2 hours, just get out of the White House. I can't be bothered special. I don't even think he'll mention. I think he'll be the first president not to mention special relationship because it's a load of rubbish anyway. And they just like wait for him to get out and that's it. Because this guy, Starmer, the biggest flaccid joke, hated by everyone. Trump, please, I beg of you to embarrass him in front of everyone. But it is going to be a farce. I mean, Starmer, no one even knows who he is in America. He's got no gravitas. He's got no, he's a nothing. He's just a bunch of nothing. Going to talk about Ukraine. Trump doesn't give a damn about freaking, on the same day, by the way, he's booked in the Irish Prime Minister as well to see him. So he's double booked because he can't be bothered for Starmer. And this is supposed to be America's best relationship. He's done. The UK's finished. It's not even a midweight power. He saw Macron first. He saw Macron and gave him the time of day the whole day. He's got no time for Starmer and his rubbish. He knows regarding Ukraine, Macron's the person to talk to for Europe. Who the hell is Starmer? A joke, a puppet, a globalist puppet installed by Klaus and Bill Gates. He has no time. Who sent 1,000 Labour lackeys to go and help his opposition. He's done. He doesn't want to speak to this loser. That's how I'd be. I personally would just like embarrass him. He's a joke. Anyway, on the same day, we have the Tate brothers being allowed to go to America after Trump's pressure on the Romanian president. And that's Romania, which is basically a tyranny, if anyone knows what's happened. They had an election, the right wing won, the EU got involved and said, no, you're not allowed to fulfill your election, overturned. Have you ever heard of this? Any uproar, any noise by anyone? So today, on the same day, what just happened? This guy who won the election, the opposition leader, just got arrested in traffic. Yeah, that's your free democracy, EU member. That's your free democracy. They just arrested him, took him to the police station. No one knows what's happening to him. Because they don't want him to run, because he's going to win. And in fact, he was meant to book his party to be part of the election, and they arrested him while he's on the way. So maybe they'll go, well, you didn't book it in time, you can't run. I don't know what they're going to do. But this is the freedom and democracy of the EU. It's a woke, left-wing, tyrannical hellhole, less democratic than Russia and China. And I don't know what to say. I mean, J.D. Vance was spot on. And just to give you a few insights about the free speech in Europe, let's see what free speech is in Europe, just for you.
He was standing in a country where free speech was weaponized to conduct a genocide, right?
No, I have to disagree with you. Free speech was not used to conduct a genocide. The genocide was conducted by an authoritarian Nazi regime that happened to also be genocidal because they hated Jews and they hated minorities and they hated those that they had a list of people they hated, but primarily the Jews. There was no free speech in Nazi Germany. There was none. There was also no opposition in Nazi Germany. They were a sole and only party that governed that country. So that's not an accurate reflection of history.